Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Nordonia High School, where we get ready for Tuesday night hoops here in Macedonia, Ohio. Cold outside, warm here in Nordonia High School as the Hudson Explorers come to town this Tuesday to take on the Nordonia Knights, and it is Hudson, who win the tip. Starting lineups this evening, two notable changes for the Knights. Robbie Lieback and Josh Malone get the starting positions this week. The other three players consist of Evan Weehee, Justin Bird, and Julius Jones. As the Knights come with Robbie Lieback inside, misses his layup. On the other side for the Hudson Explorers, it is Aaron Martin, William Wallace, Damani Galloway, Liam Brennan with Jack Burdett. And here come the Explorers on the three. This is a three-pointer by Damani Galloway Jr. Similar start to last week when the Knights were obliterated by the Green Bulldogs. They gave up the first three-pointer of the game. And here's Malone. Malone pushes it. This is Bird, jump shot, key is good. First points of the Knights for Nordonia. This is William Wallace. Back to Galloway. Martin down the baseline. Back to Galloway. There's Wallace. Taken away by the Knights, Weehee. Fast break, Lieback goes to the layup, misses it. Rebound, Hudson. Try to throw the inbound, but here is Lieback. Jones will run a play, goes all the way. Back to Lieback. Lieback lost control of the ball. And this is Wallace down the wing. This is Galloway, tries another three. Galloway's starting hot. He is 2 for 2 from the three-point line. It's 2 for 3, and the Knights cough it up again. That was a big thing, big key for the Knights of why they were obliterated by Green last Tuesday. Just more turnovers, one after another, and it just led to an absolute obliteration. This is Malone for Nordonia going baseline. Here's Lieback. Weehee fires a three. That's good. So every time the Hudson Explorers have come out to a decently sized leads, the Knights have answered. It is a 1-point game with just under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Hudson take their first time out. We will be right back here from Nordonia High School. You're listening to Nordonia Boys Varsity broadcasts by Darayus Sethna on NordoniaHills.news.
So far, the high school entrepreneurship classes. Representatives from each class are selling these items in the stand.
Welcome back to Nordonia High School, everyone. Knights down by a point. Hudson Explorers lead 6-5, and they will inbound here on their baseline. This is Jack Burdett who gets inside, but it was an offensive foul drawn by Justin Bird. So Burdett picks up his first foul, and the ball goes back to the Nordonia Knights. Jones inbounds, it's Weehee. Here's Julius Jones. Jordan Jones, two pairs of brothers out there right now. This is Weehee who will fire another three. Misses that. Harry Harris rebound and fouled. Knights bring it on their baseline. I'll tell you one thing about this Hudson team is that 6 of their 15 varsity players are seniors. So that means at least nine, ladies and gentlemen, of their players will be returning this upcoming season. So a lot to look forward to if you're an Explorers fan. When on the other side, the Nordonia's forced another turnover. This is Malone, misses the floater, and Wallace comes up with it. Almost lost it. Here's Galloway. Galloway trying to look for Liam Brennan. Instead, this is Jordan Jones who comes up with it. Jones controlling that point guard position, drives all the way, floater, misses it. The Knights have been missing a lot of open floaters. This is Brennan Galloway had too high of a pass, wasn't able to catch it. And another turnover committed by the Explorers. I'll tell you one thing that really stands out, ladies and gentlemen, in this one is the opponent of the Knights are committing a lot more sloppy turnovers, especially early on. Explorers committing lots of turnovers here, especially in the first period. 4:22 left here in the first quarter. This is Henderson for the Knights. Henderson bounced off the foot of Peyton Costjo, the sub coming in for Hudson. Henderson inbounds. Finds Bird. Harry Harris lost it. Turnover by the Knights. Galloway comes up with it. This is Wallace. Wallace drives in all the way. Layup. Missed it. Harris the rebound. Another outlet. It's Henderson. It's a 2-on-2 break. Henderson inside for the layup. Another missed layup by the Knights. And another fast break opportunity. It is Wallace, and Wallace is fouled. So William Wallace, the senior, one of those 6 seniors I just mentioned earlier, will go to the line for 2 shots. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't yet, make sure you log on to NordoniaHills.news. Check out a lot of the awesome work going on there. You can listen to the podcast of the Cleveland Sports Show with me, Darayus Sethna. You can also check me out, all of my work as well on Twitter at Nordonia Sports. And some of the other incredible work of some other Nordonia students. Jones, off of a Nordonia player, surprisingly, and it is back in the hands of the Explorers, who have a 2-point lead. The outlet pass to Ganaway. Misses it. Harris once again. Can the Knights take advantage of these misses and execute an offensive possession? This is Jordan Jones. Jordan Jones driving. Drives all the way. It was Chokanea, of the Explorers, who tried to draw that charge. Instead, this is Burdett. Burdett drives all the way inside. Layup is good. It is a 4-point Explorers lead. Gabe Bird to bring it up for the Knights. Here's Jordan Jones. He's been finding the ball a lot here, and the Knights commit a turnover. It is Burdett. Burdett and Ganaway are on the break. Burdett layup, another layup. 6-point lead. And this is one aspect that cost the Knights their victory last week in that blowout loss to the Bulldogs. Turnovers. The Jones brothers. It was Jordan Jones missing the layup. And it was Jordan Jones specifically who committed that foul. Another turnover for Nordonia. Martin to inbound, the senior for Hudson. Finds Burdett, back to Martin. Martin crossover between the legs. Nice move there, but it is intercepted by Weehee, and here is Joel Jones for the layup. Misses that. Tries to get the rebound back. It's in the hands of Burdett. Martin Ganaway now for Hudson. Ganaway tries to bring it up court. Explorers almost lost it. Finds its way into the hands of Burdett. Burdett the crossover on Bird. This is Costjo. Ganaway, who's been controlling that point, the junior. Here's Burdett. Again, this is Costjo, who hits a 2-pointer, it looks like. And that's what it will stand. It will be a 2-pointer, and more importantly, an 8-point Explorer lead. Henderson finds Bird. Bird looking, finds Weehee. He'll try another 3. This time he'll miss. And in Martin, double teamed. And once again looks for Burdett. This is Ganaway. Ganaway crossover. Nice find to Costro. First double-digit lead of the night for Hudson. They're up by 10. Bird drives, misses the layup. Another terrible start for Nordonia. Ganaway for three. He is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Damani Galloway, the junior, is having himself a night just like Caleb Martin did last night. He was the main guy getting it done against the Knights. And Ganaway is heading there himself. Already with 3 3-pointers. 9 points for Damani Galloway. Knights take another timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll be right back with you. You're listening to Nordonia Hills boys varsity basketball broadcasts on NordoniaHills.news. Welcome back to Nordonia High School, everyone, here inside the Nordonia Gymnasium. Knights once again down by double digits, and the first quarter is not even over. We have to hope, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not a sign of another obliteration. We saw that the starting lineups were changed. Maybe that was a little bit of a spark for some energy. Robbie Levac now, the senior. However, that spark of energy clearly has not worked yet, as they are down by 13 and only have 5 points. This is Weehee floater. That's good. Knights finally get a bucket. Here's Burdett, the center who's been doing a lot of ball handling for them. Drives all the way to the bucket. Got it blocked, but a foul. And Burdett will travel to the free throw line for 2. Foul is on Justin Bird. Another aspect of that obliteration, ladies and gentlemen, was free throws for Green. Green were executing from that free throw line, which helped seal the game for them. Burdett misses his first free throw of the night, tries a second, and misses that one as well. So 0 for 2 the line for Jack Burdett. This is Julius Jones, who thought about that 3. Josh Malone drives weak. He tries a long 3. That's off the mark, short. And here comes Ganaway. Ganaway, the fast speed all the way. Almost got the layup. The activity of Damani Galloway really paying off here for the Knights. 3 seconds left. Malone for 3. That's good. Last second 3 here by the Knights. And that will end the first quarter. Knights as down as many as 13 are able to trim that lead to 5 heading into quarter 2. Will the Knights be able to limit their turnovers and execute on the offensive end? We will find out in the upcoming quarter. You're listening to Nordonia Hills boys varsity basketball broadcast with Darayus Sethna on NordoniaHills.news. Thank you very much for listening. Second quarter coming right back to you from Nordonia High School next. Hey, can you put me back on the Orzo store?
What do you have recorded?
Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to Nordonia High School. Knights will inbound the ball down 8 to begin this second quarter. Here is Julius Jones of the Knights. Another turnover. This is Ganaway, excuse me. Wallace. Wallace drives, kicks it back out. Ganaway. Back to Wallace playing that 2-man game. This is Burdett. Burdett back to Wallace. Wallace tries the mid-range and short rims it. Bird the rebound out to Malone. Malone drives all the way, stops, floater, air ball. Ganaway the rebound, finds Wallace. Great deflection by Jones, great hustle play. Malone tries to lay it in. Levac's there, and Levac will lay it in. Great, and that all started with Julius Jones. Great hustle play to get Levac that easy layup, but easy layups are another problem that the Knights are going to have to deal with, and it is Burdett with that easy layup. Knights are down 8 once more. Jones, Weehee, corner 3. That's good. Weehee shooting the ball a lot better this evening than he was last week. Weehee has 8 points. Much better 3-point performance from Nordonia last week. We're obliterated offensively. We're obliterated by the free throw line. Could not play defense. Green forced turnovers on the Knights. The Knights found themselves down 13 in that first quarter, but have trimmed it to 5. 6:41 remaining in the second quarter. It will be the Explorers to inbound. William Wallace on the inbound for Hudson. This is Burdett. They've been using Burdett in almost every single inbounds play. Knights force a turnover. Wonderful hustle. That was Levac. This is Weehee, who almost hit the 3. Bird the rebound. And it was a foul. Foul on Nordonia. It'll be Aaron Martin to inbound it once again on Hudson's baseline. This is Burdett once again getting that pass from the baseline. This is Martin. Martin trying to get past Weehee. Successfully managed just to cross half court. Ganaway. Chokanea. That's a 3 from Martin. That is off. And it is in the hands of Julius Jones. Julius Jones drives all the way. This is Bird. Bird the layup. Bounces around and rolls in. And we have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 3-point Hudson lead.
Foul is on number 15, Julius Jones. His first team.
A 12-2 run by the Nordonia Knights to trim this lead to just 3. Gabe Bird, Harry Harris back in for the Knights. Out there with Evan Weehee, Julius Jones, and Josh Malone. Wallace inbounds. Martin crosses half court. This is Burdett. Burdett trying to find someone. It's Martin, and it's Martin for the easy. Oh, he missed it. Martin had an easy layup and blew it. Can the Knights take advantage? Jones, Harris, great pass. This is how they need to play on that offensive end. Finding that simple pass, finding those easy layups, and it's back to 1. Burdett out to Wallace. This is a 3 for William Wallace. That ends the run. It's back to a 4-point lead. Julius Jones thought he was fouled, had it blocked. This is Karam's out to Weehee for 3. That misses Harris, thought he had the rebound. It's off on Nordonia, and it is Explorers basketball. 4:54 remaining here in the second quarter. Knights found themselves only down by 4 after coming back from a 13-point deficit. Martin drives on Joel Jones, kicks it out. That is Chokanea on the 3-point attempt. That is off and goes out of bounds. It's John Henderson, the freshman, to inbound. This is Gabe Bird. Brings it up for Nordonia. Martin on him. Weehee looks as Jones. Weehee tries another 3-point attempt. Anthony Weehee is feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. These three-pointers for Evan Weehee have really been boosting the Knights on that offensive end. But what's been boosting... That was an unbelievable move. You could hear the crowd get into it. Damani Galloway, once again, he's been the offensive spark, along with Jack Burdett for the Explorers. Tried the crossover three. Wallace drives down the lane. Stops. Finds Burdett once more. Burdett attacks the basket, and Burdett didn't even hit the rim. Can get it? It looks like it deflected off of Wallace. Explorers commit that turnover that they did not want to commit, and the Knights have a chance to take their first lead of the evening. Gabe Bird to bring it up. Weehee thought about the three. Jones. Henderson lost it. Thought it almost a turnover. This is Weehee, who is on fire. Not able to hit that time. And Burdett is fouled. Looks like by Harris. My bad, it's on Jones. Excuse me. Joel Jones, to be specific, of the Jones trio. Here's Martin. Wallace, Jones defending him well, but this is Wallace unblocked, but a foul. Looked like a clean block from this angle, ladies and gentlemen. However, it will be Anthony Chokanea. Or excuse me, no free throws yet, not in the bonus. It'll be Wallace to inbound on Nordonia's baseline. Fans check in tomorrow night on Fox Sports Ohio, where your Cleveland Cavaliers will begin their homestand at Quicken Loans Arena against the New York Knicks. Tip-off time is 7 p.m. in the evening. One of the most, it should be a competitive matchup. Two teams who are looking to make some noise in the Eastern Conference, looking to get back to being competitive. Should be a fun matchup tomorrow night at the Q. Meanwhile, we're back here in Macedonia. This is Martin driving and missing. Knights still have not let this game have a chance to do so now, which they will have a chance at the free throw line. John Henderson drawing the foul.
Foul is on number 4, Damani Ganaway. This first, the team's third.
Ganaway, who started off with 9 points, has cooled down here in this second quarter. Henderson misses his first free throw, so a chance to tie the game. Henderson misses both of his free throws. This is Wallace who brings it up. Ganaway, excuse me. And Burdett was fouled.
Foul is on
Every time it looks like the Knights have the ability to pull off a defensive possession, they are called for foul. So one of the big keys to the game, staying out of foul trouble. Can the Knights stay out of foul trouble and once again execute on that offensive end? Burdett misses both free throws, but Hudson gets the rebound back, and it is Wallace with the lay-in. Wallace has 8 points this evening. Nice find inside of Justin Bird. Back to a 1-point ball game. Wallace brings it up for Hudson. Out to Burdett once again. Burdett, the layup. Jack Burdett now with 10 points. He's in double-figure scoring now. The first double-figure scoring player for the Explorers. Here's Julius Jones. Levac fires a three. It's good. We've got a tie ball game in Macedonia. 20 all tied up at 27. Much better performance this evening from the Nordonia Knights after that obliteration from last week. Ganaway deflected out of bounds by Julius Jones. Stays with the Explorers. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a much more exciting half, much more entertaining half, and of course, much more competitive. We're tied at 27, minute 30 left here in the second quarter. Aaron Martin for three, that's off. Brad McCormick, the sub in for Hudson, was able to save that. Fouls on Robbie Legat. And the Hudson Explorers are in the bonus. It will be Ganaway at the line with 2 shots. Looks like Anthony Chokanea will be checking in back for Hudson. Here's Levac. Knights have a chance to take their first lead of the night, but it's those ghastly turnovers. The Knights are able to force one of their own against Hudson. Weehee stumbled, but found Levac. This is Jones. Malone's fires the three. The Knights have their first lead of my broadcasting career of Knights basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a huge moment. The Knights, who did not have a lead at all last week, now have a 3-point advantage. Down to 1, of course. Jack Burdett once again. The big moment for my broadcasting career. I witnessed the Knights finally have a lead. Bird, 3-pointer. What a way to end the half for the Knights. Here's Justin Bird. Knights firing on all cylinders from 3-point range. This is Galloway. Count it, and the foul. Damani Galloway will not let the Knights go to that locker room happy and will have a chance for the 3-point play. Damani Galloway with 12 points hits the free throw, and it is back to a 1-point game. Fun action here at Nordonia High School. 19 seconds remaining on the clock till halftime. Knights will try to get one more quality offensive possession in before the half ends. Jones to bring it up. And the foul is on Aaron Martin. Levac to inbound. Levac smacks the ball aggressively, looking for someone. Still looking. Found Bird. Here's Weehee. Will it be Weehee for that 3-pointer? He was fouled. Fouled by Wallace. The 2 number 3s going at it here. 4.4 remaining on the shot clock. Here's Jones. Jones fires away. Off the glass. Won't go. And that will end an entertaining first half, ladies and gentlemen. What a half. Nordonia Knights, after being obliterated last Tuesday night by the Green Bulldogs, come in here at home and after being down by 13 early, find themselves up by 1 at halftime. You are listening to Nordonia Hills Varsity Boys Basketball broadcast with Darayus Sethna. We will be back for third quarter action very soon, so please stay tuned. Thank you for listening. Once again, you are listening to Nordonia Hills Boys Varsity Basketball broadcast with Darayus Sethna. Stay tuned. We'll have the second half coming up. Thank you.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Macedonia, Ohio at Nordonia High School. We are inside Nordonia High School gymnasium. Icy snow outside, anything but in here. Atmosphere great due to the fact that the home team, Nordonia Knights, are up by a point and are actually winning this basketball game. Ladies and gentlemen, the Knights began the game scorching for three. Evan Weehee started off the game, set the tone offensively. The quality hustle and rebounding were able to get the Knights those desperate second chance points. They found themselves down by 13 in the first quarter, were able to cut it to 1, and now eventually taken that 1 point deficit and have turned it into a 1 point lead. So we'll get started here with third quarter action. Out there for the Nordonia Knights are Robbie Levac, Josh Malone, Justin Bird, Evan Weehee, and Julius Jones. Out there for Hudson, Damani Galloway, who had himself a half, ended the half well. Aaron Martin. It will be Jack Burdett, who also had a terrific first half. Peyton Castro, as well as William Wallace, the guard. It'll be Nordonia who win the possession. Levac looking. Alley-oop to Bird. Bird, great pass from Levac. Bird's able to get it back. Malone, great hustle. Another terrific hustle play by the Knights. It's Levac who had an open layup. He'll pass it to Weehee for the triple. Evan Weehee continuing where he left off in that first half. Nails another three-pointer. He has 14 points in this ball game. In a game where the Knights were barely able to hit the 20-point mark in the first half, find themselves with 36 points at the start of the third quarter. This is Martin with the layup for Hudson. Here's Bird. Bird fires the three-pointer. The Knights are continuing where they left off. Another triple for the green and white. Here's Burdett. Here's Wallace. Malone fouls Wallace.
He's on number 20, Josh Malone. His second.
And the Knights will defend the inbounds here. This is Burdett, back to Wallace. Explorers having a much harder time now finding players in that inbound set, given the hustle of the Knights, and they almost forced another turnover there. This is Costro. Costro finds Martin. Martin tied up, trying to find someone. He does. He finds Costro. This is Burdett. Burdett, the size advantage, misses the layup. This is Bird. Bird outlet to Weehee. Weehee drives all the way inside. Layup is good. 16 for Evan Weehee. He is having himself a game. Burdett drives all the way inside. Ganaway. Ganaway off the glass. Way off. Knights up by 7. Weehee crossover. Lost the ball. Worst time now to have turnovers, especially given the fact that momentum has been on Nordonia's side. This is Ganaway on the triple. Damani Galloway with 19 points, and we're not even in the halfway mark in this third quarter. Speaking of time left, we have 5:43 left in this third quarter. Knights with a 4-point advantage. Every time it seems like their momentum is running away with them, the Explorers have hit a timely basket to get back in the game. Find themselves down by only 4. Jones to inbound, trying to find his brother. He does. Jordan Jones posting up against Ganaway. Drives all the way inside. Layup. Missed it, but he'll shoot 2. Jordan Jones aggressively taking it to the basket, and will be rewarded with a pair of free throws. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already, make sure you go to NordoniaHills.news and look up some of the great work that Nordonia Hills students are posting. You can catch the Cleveland Sports Show with me, Darayus Sethna. You can also follow me at Nordonia Sports on Twitter. You can also see some of the other terrific work of the people behind the scenes who make all of this wonderful stuff possible. There's a foul on Hudson. Knights will get it back. And like I said, just a lot of wonderful work by some dedicated students. Special thanks for all the people behind the scenes who really make all of this possible. Like I said, this is Levac, Jones. Here's Harris. Harris will drive all the way to the basket. Easy layup. Knights find themselves up by 6. Burdett. Harris was in his way. Wonderful hustle by Weehee, but he wasn't able to control it. Martin, Ganaway, the 3. Tried to get his own tip. Great anticipation by Ganaway to find that tip, but this is Harris using his size. Misses the layup. Julius Jones, the follow.
Julius Jones.
Julius Jones also another great hustle play. Finds Levac inside. The crowd would have gone wild if that would have gone in, even though it's a layup. This is Weehee to the basket. Knights have a double-digit advantage. Their first double-digit advantage of my broadcasting career, ladies and gentlemen. What a start to the third quarter for the Knights. Hudson will call a timeout, a full-minute timeout. We'll be back for the remaining time of this third quarter. You're listening to Nordonia Hills Boys Varsity Basketball on NordoniaHills.news with Darayus Sethna. Stay tuned. We'll be with the third quarter coming up.
University Hospital Sports Medicine, your leader for comprehensive sports medicine care for athletes of all ages and levels, providing a competitive advantage on the field and in life. University Hospital is a proud sponsor of Nordonia Athletics.
.427 remaining here in the third quarter. Burdett barely managed to get that rebound. This is Martin. The three-pointer is up and is missed by Brad McCormick, who checks in for the Explorers. Jones drives, mid-range pull-up from the three-throw line, air ball.
Jones.
Knights off to a terrific start. We're about halfway through the third quarter. This is Wallace. Wallace deflected off the ref. He was in the way. But Nordonia will get the ball back. So the ball hit off the ref, and Nordonia will get the possession. Can they take advantage of these turnovers? That's really the key, especially down the stretch. Knights will inbound it. Joel Jones on the inbound. Finds Julius Jones. Julius had it deflected. He can go in the backcourt to get that. Turnover, or almost a turnover. Weehee was able to come up with it. Now they'll run a play. This is Harris finding Jones. Jones keeps his dribble. Back to Harris. This is Jordan Jones on the post-up. Misses the layup. It was short. And the ball will go to the Explorers. Jordan Jones commits the foul.
Dave Bird checks in for the Knights.
Wallace on the inbound. Risky pass to Burdett. Burdett's had to catch some risky patches. The crossover on Harris. So it's Jack Burdett once again. It's his first bucket of the quarter, now with 12 points. This is a three-pointer that rims in and out by Julius Jones.
Foul is on number 3, William Wallace. His second, the team's fourth.
Joel Jones to inbound it under the baseline. Finds a pass. This is Bird. Almost crossed half court. Foul by Wallace.
Foul is on number 3, William Wallace.
Explorers committing a lot of fouls here in this third quarter. Desperate for some points. Find themselves down 8 after the sensational run that the Knights had to close out the second half and start this third quarter. Weehee, the three-pointer. He is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. He is having himself a game. Evan Weehee now with 21 points. It'll be Martin to inbound for the Explorers. An 11-point deficit in a game that they found themselves up 13 in that first quarter. They were up 18-5. And have found the Knights in their groove. Now up 11. This is Ganaway. Ganaway lost it out to Jones. Joel Jones. Martin again on the inbound. Looking for someone. It'll be Ganaway. Bird guarding him. Ganaway the crossover. Martin looking for someone. It'll be back to Ganaway. Ganaway putting on some moves, drives. This is McCormick. Tries a three. That's good. Brad McCormick with his first field goal of the evening. And this is Weehee, who will, once again, he's fouled.
Traveling violation. The ball goes to Hudson.
Or, excuse me, traveling violation on Weehee. Turnover by the Knights. And good news, turnovers have not been hurting the Knights a bit in this game. They have very few turnovers in this second half, and it has led to an 8-point lead advantage. There was a foul called in the paint. Burdett was fouled. He will shoot 2. He has not been efficient from the line this evening, so the Knights hopefully will be able to escape this defensive possession. And of course, as I say that, ladies and gentlemen, Burdett hits his first free throw. He's looking to go 2 for 2 from the line. Josh Burdett with now 14 points. Bird drives inside. The Knights want a goaltending violation. Instead, they're going to get a foul on the Explorers, and Gabe Bird will be shooting a pair of free throws. Call may have looked like a goaltend, but Gabe Bird will hopefully be able to turn those goaltending points into some free throw shots. This is his first free throw.
Peyton Castro into the game for Hudson.
Peyton Castro once again in for Hudson. Bird hits his second free throw. Here's McCormick. McCormick looks, he finds Ganaway. Back to McCormick. Crowd wanted a travel. This is McCormick, the block. It's Castro who gets it back, though, and lays it up and in. Knights thought they had the ball, and it was Castro who had the easy layup. 5-point game, 1:45 left in the third. This is Henderson, the three, who misses. John Henderson, the freshman, still looking to find his groove in this game. He'll inbound the ball for the Knights. With a minute 40 remaining. Almost caused a turnover. This is Josh Malone on the layup. Knights able to extend their lead to 7. Wallace. This is McCormick in the corner, wide open 3, puts it in. Brad McCormick starting to heat up here in this third quarter. Now with 8 points. Gets the steal. This is Ganaway, the finish. Couldn't hit the rim. Ganaway gets it back. Layup is good. It's back to a 2-point game. Just like that, the Explorers score a quick 5 points. 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. An exciting one here in Macedonia. Henderson looks for Malone to steal by Ganaway. Ganaway will go for the layup. It's good. We've got a tie game at Nordonia High School. A quick 7-point spurt by the Hudson Explorers. Martin, three by a point attempt by Bird. Fast-paced energy, especially here at the end of this third quarter. And Wallace is fouled. How quickly can momentum change in a basketball game, my friends? You just witnessed it. The Explorers with a lot of momentum going into this fourth quarter. And in a tight one like this, fourth quarter is definitely that most important one. Explorers have a chance to take the lead here and even gain some more momentum to go into the fourth. This is Burdett for the lead. Explorers back up by 2, their first lead of this half. Damani Galloway once again with the activity, having himself a night. With 19 points. He has 2 fouls. Two seconds left in the quarter. Knights will look for the final shot. It'll be Bird. There's a traveling violation on Bird. He was looking to draw the foul, but instead they will call the travel. 9/10 of a second remaining on the clock. Burdett catches and fires with the buzzer. Hit the rim. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a ball game. The Hudson Explorers have regained their momentum and has taken a 2-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Can the Knights mount the comeback and get the win against Hudson and put away those miseries of last week against Green? You're listening to Nordonia Hills Boys Varsity Basketball broadcast with Darayus Sethna on NordoniaHills.news. Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here in a few seconds. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Macedonia, Ohio. We should be in for a wonderful ending to this game. Competitive throughout. Now Knights found themselves down by 13 in that first quarter. Looked like it'd be another blowout in favor of the Explorers, but they fought back, regained the lead, eventually led by 7 in the third quarter. But it was the Explorers who went on a run and now have a 2-point advantage coming into the fourth. This is Martin who takes the jump shot short. Martin gets his own rebound back. Burdett lost it, and Levac were contesting for it. This is Malone. Malone drives all the way, lost it out of bounds, but it deflected off Hudson. Julius Jones to inbound. This is Jordan Jones, finds Justin Bird. Levac couldn't control the pass. Here is Martin. Looked like a backcourt violation. Instead, they're letting them play. Burdett misses his layup. Wallace faked the three. Back out to Burdett. Burdett is double teamed. Burdett still looking. Ganaway couldn't handle the pass. This is Weehee up for the layup. Misses. Levac gets the rebound. Almost turned it over. Jones himself almost turned it over. Levac fires a three and misses. It's Wallace. Wallace outlet to Ganaway. Ganaway, the fast-paced player, gets his way to Martin, and Martin is fouled by Justin Bird. Or excuse me, on Levac.
Fifth team foul. Aaron Martin at the line and 2 shots.
Aaron Martin, who only has 3 points now, looking for his 4th point here at the free throw line. Hasn't contributed that much on the offensive end, but has been extremely active, especially on the inbound plays for the Explorers to help them get out to what is now a 4-point advantage. Levac had it deflected. He was contesting to get it. It'll be Nordonia ball. 6:38 to go, down by 4. Jordan Jones to inbound. Finds Justin Bird. Justin Bird fires. Contested shot. Is able to go in. Down by 2. Nice spark here from Bird. Now has 14 points. Knights are able to force the turnover. Jones running down the lane. Crossover move. It's a charging foul on Jones. Knights have been getting a lot of calls against them. Unfortunate here, but just have to keep playing on. Here's Wallace. Wallace drives it up for Hudson. Finds Martin. Martin lost it out of bounds. The turnover. The Knights must take advantage in these last 6 minutes and 10 seconds. It would be a much more painful loss if they were to lose this one. Up by 7. Lost that momentum at the very end of the 3rd quarter. And need one tonight. Jones is fouled. He'll shoot 2. It will be Julius Jones to the line. Julius Jones, the senior. Similar to Aaron Martin of Hudson, hasn't contributed that much offensively, but has been extremely active throughout the game, giving the Knights a lot of momentum boosters and keeping them in this one. Jones for his 2nd free throw line. Kansas' 2nd free throw. Crowd extremely engaged into this one. A far cry from last week. Wallace goes down. Brings it back out. Wallace finds Costco. Here's McCormick. That's a 3-point attempt by Ganaway. Jones will try to get it, and it is a turnover by the Knights. Last thing they need now. We have a tie game here in Macedonia, 57-all. Anyone's for the taking. The competition out there on the court is fierce right now, ladies and gentlemen. You can feel the energy here in the arena. Burdett drives. The layup is blocked by Bird, rejected out of bounds. It will stay with the Explorers. It's been a riveting matchup tonight on a Tuesday evening. Wallace, McCormick fires off the mark. Wallace is able to get the rebound. Ganaway is having himself a night. Celebrates at midcourt. The 3-pointer. Huge boost. Bird tries to answer back. Gamani pushing it once again. Gamani the outlet pass to McCormick. McCormick misses the layup. Damani Galloway has been performing under the spotlight, ladies and gentlemen. Commits another foul, his third personal. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, what a player he is. The activity, the speed, the quickness, the ability to make timely hoops, his layup making ability from long range. He really is bringing it all tonight. Weehee hits his first free throw. Evan Weehee on the other side for Nordonia, too, having a phenomenal game with 23 points. Ganaway drives once again. Thought someone was in the corner. I think he was looking for Costco, but instead no one was there, and he forces the turnover. Knights have a chance to take the lead, down by a point, 4:49 to go in the quarter. Here's Jones. Jones drives against Kochko and draws that foul.
Foul is at number 2. Megan Castro is first.
It'll be Julius Jones to shoot 2 free throws and give the Knights a 1-point lead.
1-1.
Only shot 1 free throw, was off. Knights still trail by 1. Have to have a great defensive possession here. Costco. Wallace was able to get it past half court. Burdett back to Wallace. Wallace controlling that point guard position for Hudson. Wallace drives, deflected by Joel Jones. Joel Jones has the ball. Pushes off McCormick. And they're going to throw a technical foul in to Joel Jones for that push off on Brad McCormick. The last thing the Knights needed. I did tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that the competition on the court was fierce.
There are 2 fouls on the play. First, a foul on number 2 for Hudson, Peyton Castro. It's his third.
And among all that madness, it seems like Peyton Castro committed a foul as well. It looks like they may have not teed up Joel Jones. He'll shoot 2 shots for the lead. Ties up the first one. Like I said, big free throw here to give the Knights a 1-point advantage. This is his second free throw. Goes 1 of 2 for the line. Looks like they will hit up Jones with that technical foul. Ganaway at the line here, hits his first free throw. Gives the Explorers a 1-point lead, looking to double that. With another free throw. Ganaway having himself a performance. 24 points.
Torrey Jones checks in for the Knights.
McCormick looking. Finds Wallace. Wallace brings it up. Levac defending him. Knights down by 2, need a stop. 4:10 to go. Just halfway done. Jones. It was Jordan Jones who was diving on the floor to get it.
Ball. Possession over Raiders to Knights.
It'll be Nordonia ball. Wonderful hustle from Jones to give the Knights another possession. Can they execute on these possessions? Bird finds Jones. Jones finds Levac. This is Weehee, who's had himself a performance. Levac fouled. He will shoot 2 shots. That shot would have counted if it had gone in. Instead, Evan Weehee will look to tie the game at 62. A high-scoring affair here at Nordonia High School. Weehee hits his first of 2. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we have a great matchup for you. Should be competitive. Cavaliers and New York Knicks coming to town to the Q tomorrow. Tip-off time is at 7 o'clock. Make sure you check out the Cleveland Cavaliers, who just acquired Matthew Dellavedova. Sorry, his name is hard to pronounce. We'll discuss more about the Cavs on the upcoming episode of the Cleveland Sports Show, which is this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. The show will be posted Sunday evening. This is McCormick, the 3. This is Julius Jones. Julius Jones, the layup is good. Knights have the lead. 2-point advantage for the Knights. 3.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Knights applying a lot of pressure. This is Ganaway, the one guy who pulls up for 3. Like I said, he's the one guy you don't want to get going, especially the fact that he's on fire already. He could single-handedly win this game for them if he so chooses to. It's been that special tonight. Well, last week it was Caleb Martin, who had an absolutely unbelievable performance. This week it's Damani Ganaway, the junior from Hudson, who's putting on a show tonight. Jones misses his first free throw. Look to get the Knights back up by 3. Jones misses both free throws. Wallace brings it up. Martin drives layup, count it, and a foul. Aaron Martin, the senior, chance for a 3-point play and give the Hudson Explorers a 1-point lead. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen. His free throw is good. It's a bit short, got the friendly roll. And the Hudson Explorers have a 1-point advantage. Justin Bird to inbound the ball. Here's Julius Jones. Chokanea back in for the Hudson Explorers, defending Jones. Drives in. He's looking, finds Bird open in the corner, fake the 3, drives all the way. Layup, rim got in the way. Burdette the rebound. Castro, this is Wallace. Back to Castro, Burdette. Thinking about driving inside, brings it back out to Wallace, who crosses half court. Wallace driving. Tries that move. Ganaway, Burdette. Explorers taking time on this offensive possession, trying to run down some clock. Wallace drives inside, is fouled. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Knights commit another foul. This time it's on Levac. And Wallace will shoot 2.
William Wallace at the line. 2 shots.
One thing the Knights don't want to do is expand that deficit, especially here. They go down by about 5 points, 2:21 remaining. The way this game has been going with the offensive scoring, could be an extremely difficult deficit to come back from. Wallace hits the second. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Knights look to tie or take the lead with a 3. The turnover by Nordonia. Bad pass. I think it was Levac who was trying to find Bird. So it's Burdette who gets the rebound. Burdette will drive. Burdette, this is Martin, Wallace, Burdette finds Martin. Jones almost had the steal. Ganaway Using that speed, whips a pass to the pull-up by Wallace. Too long. Jones drives, floater is good. Tie game. The Explorers will call a timeout with 1:42 remaining. It is crunch time here at Nordonia High School. Ladies and gentlemen, stick with us. You're listening to Nordonia Hills Boys Varsity broadcasts on NordoniaHills.news with Darayus Sethna. Stick with us for the final 1:40 of the fourth quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to Nordonia High School. 1:42 left. Crunch time here for the Knights. Burdett drives. Chance of defense. This is Wallace. Wallace, floater in the lane. It's up and good. William Wallace with a timely hoop. Still plenty of time. 1:25. Jones. Julius Jones, the step back jumper. In and out. Burdett had trouble handling it. This is Martin. Martin drives on Jones. Martin will pull it back. Smart play by Martin. Burdett just manages to cross half court. Burdett will drive all the way inside. Bring it back out. Explorers trying to kill some time here. Wallace. Martin. Martin finds Ganaway. This is Wallace who will hold the ball. Ganaway once more. Burdett. They have been killing time, just passing it around. Almost lost it. The Knights come up with it. Force that turnover. 37 seconds remaining. Down by 2. Julius Jones. Clutch time now. Bird gets it to Jones. Jones was fouled. He'll shoot 2 to tie the game. What a performance by both teams. Such a competitive matchup again. A game that looked like it was going to be another blowout in favor of the visitors. Knights down by 13 early. Able to come back. Eventually went up by 10. Now trail by 2 with 24 seconds remaining. Explorers killed a lot of time on that clock, almost a whole minute, by passing the ball around. Knights were able to force the turnover. And on the other end, Julius Jones will shoot 2 free throws. Jones misses his first free throw. Now will he intentionally miss it to go back up to the rebound, or will he try to hit it? Looks like he'll misses it. But the Knights get the rebound. Bird up and under. He's fouled. So Justin Bird with now the chance to tie the game. After Julius Jones went 0 of 2 from the line, Bird will have a chance to tie up this ball game at 68. A lot of pressure on this senior. He'll miss it. Misses his first. Knights are 0 of 3 in this span from the free throw line. This is the time when free throws must be made. Can Bird hit his second? Able to hit his second free throw. It is a 1-point game.
Timeout called by Hudson
Explorers will call a timeout, a full minute timeout. We'll be right back with the final 22 seconds, possibly an overtime matchup. You're listening to Nordonia Hills Boys Varsity Basketball broadcast on NordoniaHills.news with Darayus Sethna. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Nordonia High School, everyone. Crunch time here. Final 22 seconds of this ball game. We will possibly be going into an overtime. Stay with us. This final 22.2 of the fourth quarter just about to get underway. Knights are going to defend the inbounds here, man for man. Knights are going to have to force a turnover if they want to get the ball back. As we saw earlier, Hudson were able to hold the ball for almost a minute. Knights force a foul. And it will be Aaron Martin at the line for 2 shots. So it's not the worst situation in the world for the Knights, even if Martin makes both, because if he makes both, it's a 3-point game, and the Knights can go for the tie with the 3-pointer. We'll see what Martin does here at the line. Hits his first. A 2-point game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if Martin does make this second free throw, it'll still be a 1-possession game. This is Aaron Martin. 2 big free throws for Aaron Martin. Knights need a 3. You don't need a 3-point player, they need a 3-pointer. Knights will call a timeout. With 12.9 remaining on the clock, Knights will need a 3-pointer to force an overtime. Stay with us. Another full timeout. You're listening to Nordonia Hills Boys Varsity Basketball on NordoniaHills.news with Darayus Sethna. We will be back in a moment for the final 12.2 of regulation. Hello everyone, welcome back to Nordonia High School in Macedonia, Ohio. Final 12.2. We'll see what kind of play the Knights have drawn up in the timeout. Minute-long timeout they had, so they should be able to run quality play to get the 3-pointer. Out there for the Knights right now, Julius Jones, Joel Jones, Josh Malone, Gabe Bird, and Evan Weehee. It'll most likely need to be Evan Weehee who will get that 3-point attempt. 10 seconds on the clock. 9, 8, Jones. This is Weehee. Weehee fires a shot off the mark. It'll be the Explorers with the rebound with 2.3 remaining. Weehee, it looks like, was trying to draw the foul. And if Hudson can make these free throws, specifically Aaron Martin can make these free throws, he will have put the icing on the cake to this one. Evan Weehee missed that huge 3. It was a contested 3. It may have looked like he was trying to draw the foul. So it will be Martin at the line. That will most likely officially do it. 2.3 left. Knights will have to end about it with 2.4. It'll be Malone, 5-point game. Launches it from half court. Misses. That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Nordonia Knights fall on home. on home court to the Hudson Explorers by 5. Knights had a 10-point lead in the third quarter. Eventually were leading by 7. Then the end of that third quarter, Hudson were able to gain momentum, take a 2-point lead into the fourth quarter, and then took momentum as the fourth quarter progressed. That will conclude this week's episode of Nordonia Hills Varsity Basketball with Darayus Sethna. Catch me next week. I will be here back next Friday, the 21st, for another Knights basketball broadcast. Until then, go on NordoniaHills.news for another episode of the Cleveland Sports Show. I'll be talking about the wrap-up of the MLS, the Cavs, and, of course, the anticipation of the Cleveland Browns, and much, much more. Once again, thank you very much for listening tonight. Thank you very much for staying with me the whole game. It really is a great honor to be here for representing Nordonia Hills at these basketball games. And I will see you next Friday for another broadcast for Nordonia Hills. Once again, thank you and have a great evening, everyone.
Julius Jones, 8 points. Josh Malone, 8 points.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Macedonia, Ohio, Nordonia High School, where a game just between the Nordonia Knights and the Hudson Explorers just concluded. The Explorers able to pull this one out and win by a total of 5 points by the final score of 72-67. Top scorers for the Hudson Explorers, Damani Galloway had an exceptional night with 24 points. Jack Burdett as well, their star center, with 18 total points. Evan Weehee for Nordonia had himself a game with 25 points, and Justin Bird was able to help out with 15 points, the two double-digit scorers for the Nordonia Knights. The Nordonia Knights went down big early in the first quarter. We're down by 13 points by a score of 15-8. We're able to regain some momentum and eventually take a lead into halftime. In the third quarter, they maintained their lead and actually expanded it to at eventually 1.10 points. However, it was the end of the third quarter in which Hudson regained their momentum from early on and were able to take a 2-point lead into the half. And from there, it was all Hudson in the end. They executed from the free throw line. They executed more timely shots. They held the ball in possessions much more efficiently, which eventually led them to a 5-point win. Evan Weehee missed the game-tying three-pointer, and it led to Aaron Martin, who stepped up big at the free throw line for the Hudson Explorers. And in the end, like I said, Hudson wins it 72-67. I will be here next Friday, the 21st, for another broadcast of Nordonia Hills boys basketball. In the meantime, keep up with the Cleveland Sports Show and other great work on NordoniaHills.news. That concludes it for this evening, everyone. Thank you very much for your time.